Were you saying that the 278,000 queries were unintentional?
All of them?
I believe that's correct.
Wow, 200 and
This is just ridiculous. This is just laughable at this point. All right, guys, we have a very interesting video today. Apparently, the FBI has a document that is alleging Biden took $5 million in bribes. $5 million in bribes. Let's just get right into this because this is very interesting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Abadi, let me just stay with you. You just started to answer Senator Blackburn's question that not releasing the 1023 or talking about it as a matter of life and death, question of life and death, you said. Explain.
It is potentially a question of life and death
For whom?
with regard to the source of the information.
So, okay, so now we've confirmed that the document exists. That's progress because the FBI director initially denied that it exists. Why did he do that?
We have already and previously acknowledged the existence of the documents.
Yeah, after you first denied it. Now, when a member of this committee read it, right, the FBI director, let's just get the record straight. The FBI director initially said it doesn't exist. Then Senator Grassley said, I've read it. Then he said, oh, okay, well, gotcha. I guess it does exist. Now you're going back.
Wow. So the FBI has just been caught red-handed lying to the public. They have been caught red-handed lying to the public. How will everybody react? Does anybody even know that this video exists? Let's keep going.
Back and forth with members of this committee what's in it. Why don't you just release it? Is it classified?
The document is not classified.
Okay. Will you commit to releasing it?
Senator, we'll take that back and we will work with you in this committee.
How about just a yes or no? Will you commit to releasing this unclassified document that alleges that the President of the United States, has taken $5 million or more in bribes from a foreign nation?
The document
Wow.
has already been released pursuant to a subpoena to the House Oversight Committee.
Has it been released to this committee?
We will work with this committee within the parameters that are established to meet.
This is genuinely pathetic. This is pathetic. How is it that the FBI cannot give a straight answer? An FBI agent is looking Senator Hawley, I believe his name is Senator Hawley, directly in the face and is just giving him the turnaround. And see how Senator Hawley repeated himself multiple times. The President of the United States. The President of the United States. $5 million in bribes he has received from foreign countries, apparently. Allegedly. Let's say allegedly. Apparently and allegedly, he has received $5 million in bribes. That is ridiculous. Remember on that presidential elect stage, you know, that presidential debate that Trump said that? I'm pretty sure he said, hey, hasn't your son received $3 million in bribes from Ukraine? Hasn't this such and such happened? You know, he's been saying this for a while now. Everything Trump is saying has been coming true so far. Just saying. A lot of people made a mistake in 2020. That's all I have to say.
Will you release the document to the public? It's unclassified. Don't you think the American people have a right to see it?
Senator, the document, as you know, contains sensitive information that has bearing on the life of the source of the information, potentially.
You can redact the source's name. We do this all the time.
In some instances, Senator, and I know you know this, that is not sufficient to protect people. And that's what we strive and work to do each and every day. And I hope you would take that seriously, too.
Oh, I take it very seriously. But I also take seriously the fact that your institution has repeatedly abused its authority, has repeatedly targeted political opponents. Your institution is the one that went to the door of pro-life protesters with SWAT teams to try and intimidate people because of their speech. Your institution is the one that treated parents as domestic terrorists because of their speech. Your institution is the one that, according to the court, the FISA court, ran 278,000 unwarranted, probably illegal queries on Americans, right?
Wow.
That was your institution, correct?
Senator Hawley is on fire right now. Senator Hawley is on fire right now. Do you understand me? He is right. And the audacity of this FBI agent to think that he has some type of moral high ground in this. You don't have a moral high ground in this. You are literally holding a document that can prove the President of the United States committed espionage. Literally. Literally. That could prove it. Allegedly. We don't know that. But I'm just saying. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous on all fronts. And I am ashamed. Make America great again. And, you know, I get it. You know, make America great again, a Trump thing. Not even just the Trump, you know, administration. Just make America great again in general. How is it that a FBI agent is talking to a senator right now and can't even look him straight in the eye? He cannot look him straight in the eye and give him a straight answer. This is ridiculous. Wake up. Wake up. 'Cause wow. Wow.
With respect to the compliance incidents, yes, some of the other things you cited, we can take them one by one. They are not.
Compliance, you would characterize the unlawful querying 278,000 times of American citizens as compliance issues?
We've said before, I've said that they're totally unacceptable.
Who's been fired for it?
Individuals involved are handled through the disciplinary process.
Who's been fired for it?
We have, in the case of the unintentional instance where something similar happened, we have fired people in the past.
Wait, I'm sorry. What does that word salad mean? The unintentional instance where what does that mean? Who's been fired for the 278,000 times that you improperly or illegally queried the database for American citizens? Anybody?
When we find intentional incidents.
Well, you're saying that the 278,000 queries were unintentional?
All of them?
I believe that's correct.
Wow, 200 and
This is just ridiculous. This is just laughable at this point. We are a joke of a society. This nation is a joke at this point. I know if you love America, don't get me wrong. I love America too. So I'm with you on that. But right now, this nation is a joke and we have to repair it. The people have to repair it and the government especially has to repair it. Because what is this? Really? 278,000 incidents. And you mean to tell me none of them were intentional? None of them. Got it. Got it. Got it.
78,000 times American citizens' information was queried by your agency unintentionally? That's your testimony?
I would want to go back and check that, Senator. But
Well, that's what you just told me.
My understanding is that the vast majority of
Well, wait, that's different. You just said it was. You just said it was unintentional. Now it's the vast majority. Which is it? Do you know?
I would want to go back and check it.
So you don't know?
My understanding is that likely all were unintentional.
Likely all. So first it was all of them, then it was vast majority. Now it's likely all. So you don't know is the answer to the question.
I don't know the answer as we sit here today, but I will
Could have
find out
started
and I
with
will
that
get back to
probably.
you.
Who was fired for the lies to the FISA court for the Carter Page warrant? Who was fired for that? Anybody? Has anybody been held accountable for your institution deliberately lying to a FISA court to get a wiretap on an ongoing presidential campaign?
There is
Wow.
an ongoing disciplinary process with respect to individuals involved in that.
Here's the deal. You're back in front of us asking for the reauthorization of extraordinary authorities. Multiple courts have uncovered extraordinary abuses perpetrated by your agency.
Extraordinary abuses by the FBI. By the FBI. And don't get me wrong. You know, black people, like, you know, especially me, not even me specifically, but I just know black people in my community. They have always been skeptical of this type of stuff, always been skeptical of the FBI. But now there's solid proof and evidence that the FBI has been colluding with different organizations or even themselves. They have just been colluding in general. They have been in cahoots with whoever, I'm not going to say any names, in power to do this stuff. Like, really? Really? They have abused their power. What did Jordan Peterson call it? Totalitarianism. I'm pretty sure. Totalitarianism. I'm pretty sure that's what Jordan Peterson would describe this as. This is, you know, this is very, very bad. That's all I can say. This is bad. And what else can you say but this is bad and our nation is a joke? What else is there to say right now at this very moment? June 15th, 2023. That's what time it is right now. That's what day it is right now. What else can you say but this is a joke? Our nation is a joke. This is ridiculous. Shout out to Senator Hawley, though, because he is amazing. He is amazing. But with that being said, my name is Jay Dottie, and if you enjoyed this video, which I know you did, like and subscribe. Peace.